Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Watcher of Realms video. Guys, I've had a rare a billion times, got rid of him a billion times, but I have called out that he's really good early game, and that is Kook. However, today, I'm picking him up on purpose out of the market because I'm going to max him right now because he's actually top tier for the new content. What's funny as well, I'm just doing a couple of refreshes here. He appears in the shop a lot. Like, he's the most obtainable champion or hero in this game, and I've got to say, like, good effort, Watcher of Realms, because he's really useful. So what we're going to try and do here is just pump his attack speed up as much as possible. Basically what I want is to get the poisons popping up. Yeah, so basically we're going up against Boreas, the new overlord, right? So this is the new event that we're trying to take down, the Immortal Codex. And within this, Boreas is just weak against dots. So the Arbiter of Frost is going to be the target, and we're going to use Kook as much as we can. So I want attack speed to be high. Otherwise, yeah, I'd love to get some basic stats into him, like crit rate and attack and all that type of stuff. But honestly, it's his poison proc that's most important to me. So we'll see how we do here. Now, I don't like... I know it's easy to do. Like, I should just swap gear, right? I hate taking gear off of people. It's funny. I thought gear swapping is brilliant. Free swapping is brilliant until you're in the mix of actually seeing it happen. And you're just like, oh man, I hate taking gear off of people that I use a lot. It's really not, it doesn't sit well with me. But what I'm going to do, I think, is steal, maybe I steal Twin Fiend's gear. He's got quite high attack speed. Just trying to think who else has got high attack speed here on my builds. Yeah, I think I'm going to take from Twin Fiend, hoping this amount of attack is going to be enough. I'm not crit capped or anything like that, but it's going to give me over 400 attack speed. So Twin Fiend's getting robbed for now, for this moment in time. Now, again, if my gear was better, yeah, you know what, all of the, I'd probably use Soulbound Arcana or something like that, but I just don't have it for any bonus stuff I can get. No, that's probably fine. So we're on like 400 odd, well, nearly 500 attack speed. We've got some attack in the build. We've got some crit rate and some crit damage as well. He is promoted to full. But honestly, the promotions don't do too much that matter. So if you're a lower level player, none of that stuff matters a lot. And even the skill ups don't matter that much. Like, yeah, it's nice to get the reduced cost here, but honestly, it's all about throwing out as many of the basic attacks as you can to get your poisons up. So I think even that doesn't really matter. Artifact, I've just thrown on a Keen Wisdom to give him some attack. If I was going for like my highest end build, I'd still Silas his Spirit Siphon and use that. But again, I don't like wrecking people's builds too much. So Kook's built, I'm going to try him out. I've also built out a hero that I've never used before, but just seems absolutely perfect for this fight. Or I've nearly built him out anyway. I'm not giving him an artifact yet, but we've got here Nisalt. So if we look at Nisalt's skills, Alchemy. I actually love this, that the new overlords actually give us a reason to use some different heroes, which is really cool design. So when deployed, starts using Alchemy. Alchemy produces 3 magic vials every 10 seconds. Re-enter Alchemy state after all vials are consumed. Okay, so you want to utilize these as much as possible. The more poison vials produced, the higher the damage, up to 40% more. The more combustible vials produced, the more targets the fire can spread to. Okay, fine. So what we like about this is he's producing burns and poisons, 2 different dots. So he's throwing out a vial at an enemy, burning them or putting poison on them. And if we get him to awaken in 1, you actually increase the duration of that. I mean, I've pulled tons of this dude just sitting around. I've actually got all the way to awaken in 5. So we're getting more attack speed. We're getting extra damage on targets with burn. So an A5 Assault, I think, is going to be brilliant for this fight as well. In terms of gearing here, we've gone pretty high attack speed again. I'd like more, but I did manage to get a set going here. I got the Soulbound Arcana set, which I liked. I'd much rather this was an attack speed piece in Soulbound Arcana, but I don't have one. Or maybe I just didn't have one that was any good, and this was quite a nice piece. So we've kind of got a good amount of attack speed, ideally anywhere that I can find it. Yeah, don't get any there. But yeah, so again, we're close to 400 attack speed. I'm kind of high-ish on crit, but not crit capped. and I've got a decent amount of attack on him as well. In terms of my assault, I think the one I'd rather have here again is Tear of Twilight. I'm not going to take it off of Kame here, so I guess I'd probably go as a backup White Tower Trinket. It's the same type of effect, but not quite as good. So I think that's not a bad one to put on him as like a backup artifact. Outside of that, so they're the two kind of heroes that I built specifically for this fight. Outside of that, I'm thinking to go with... Actually, I was going to use Twin Fiend. I've just taken his item. See what I mean about stealing stuff? I actually don't love it. But Twin Fiend brings burns. We have got Zillatu bringing some burn and stuff. Yeah, so I'm feeling like those two are going to be decent. Maybe I kind of like heavily like push into this and maybe grab Hex as well. And Hex, why has everyone got gear? Oh, I see. I've got an upgrade. I'm like, why is no one wearing any gear? What's going on with my account? Hex has got, I guess, a bit of an opportunity here to bring more damage to people that have got burning on. And maybe he's going to be decent for this. I'm not sure, honestly. We'll give him a try in the team and see what happens. Okay, so what I've done is I've rebuilt out an assault in 3 gear. And I've actually got to a better attack speed and stuff anyway. Then I can re-gear my Twin Fiend to actually have his stuff on. And yeah, we should be in a better place. So let's give this a go. First try. So I don't even know exactly what to expect yet. I've not seen any content on it or anything. So I could end up just getting hard wrecked. We will see. Squad moving in. We're going to go Twin Fiend, Zillatu, obviously my new guys, Salt, and then I need 2 more. So I was thinking of going Hex, and 1 more. I might just go Hollow for Rage Regen and get ults back quicker. Let's try this. Give this a go. Oh, here he is. Oh, nice. Very World of Warcraft-esque there. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're going to throw... Trying to think who's going to be in range of Hollow here. So get 4 of the team in. So obviously we're going to want Twin Fiend in the mix. Zillatu. Oh, no, we get 5 of the team in. Zillatu in here. Assault. I would like your ults back quick. I think. Hex as well. And then Kook just on the sidelines doing this thing. Let's just pop ults as soon as I can. I don't know if this is going to be the right approach or not. So we're stacking burns and poisons. What's the shield here? Each stack reduces damage taken by 40%. It goes into this kind of like shield, which you have to be able to destroy when you get a bit further into the fight, from what I'm reading. Otherwise, he does a big AoE hit. So we're on to the actual rush part of the fight now. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed people to use ults yet. Don't know. Cross Tempest. There's the AoE. So Kook is going to take damage where he is. Hollow, why are you not using ults? Where's my cursor gone? Lost it. Although, so it looks like we're taking damage, but we're healing as well. I don't know what I'm healing from there with Kook. We all just heal. Is that like part of the fight? Maybe it is. So as long as we blow up his shield, we shouldn't take too much damage. And then it's just a case of how much can we output in terms of poisons and stuff. Really interested to see. Went up in time. Yeah. I'm really interested to see who does the numbers here out of a team like this. Onto a D already. Loads of burn stacking up right now. Good amount of poison as well. Is Hex doing any work? This is what I'm interested in, actually. Blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. Oh, we didn't get it off in time. Just going to wreck the run. Okay. Probably need to hold ults at some point, maybe. Let's just see who did the damage first. Is there anyone in here who's just not worth having? That's the question. Is Hollow required is another question. Let's have a look. Zillatu doing work. Nisalt and Kook. 2 good picks, doing a ton. Yeah, so Hex is doing nothing. I'm doing a lot of healing with Hollow, but is it needed? That's the question. She's just running the same team now. Let's take her out. Set around with no poisons and stuff, but a good shield break could be helpful. Maybe I just bring someone who's going to do some whopping at the front. Got bleeds. I guess, will bleeds work as well? I think bleed should work. Try this. I've got no healers. This is going to work. Or do we just take damage? Are we still healing up? Yeah, there must just be like a heal over time tick thing that just goes on in the fight. So we're going full DPS this time. I guess comment down below what's been your best teams. Blowing that up super easy if we've got the Twin Fiend ult ready. Why is Zilla 2 not healing then? She is now. Weird. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the healing. I need to read the setup a bit better. We are getting the bleeds are stacking up, poisons and burns are stacking up nicely. Back into the Ds. Starting to stack a little bit more damage reduction here, 80%. Get through it that time, nice. I can imagine there's going to be a whole bunch of different elements of teams that could be used here. I do love, though, that it just brings certain heroes out of the vault. Like, that's a good system of a game. Big damage there from Twin Fiend at the right time. Jumped into a C. In most of these like boss rushes, I'm able to get around an A. So, you know, based on my account level and stuff like that. Again, if I've not got my ults back here. So I think at this point I would have to hold. Some people are still alive somehow. But he starts getting crazy. The lizard's on his own. And it's a long old time to come back in as well. Okay, I think I'm going to play around with it, but definitely something to be said there for bringing in some of the less used heroes and building out some teams. I'm going to try and play around and get this timed nice and see what sort of damage I can do over the next couple of days. And if I get a much better comp, I'll let you know. But yeah, let us know down below what teams are you using, what sort of damage are you doing, and who's like pulling the numbers. Just have a quick look here. Flip a neck. Look at Kook. Kook absolutely running the show. Wow. Is Hex even worth being there? Kook doing tons of work. Okay. We'll work on it, and I'll see you soon.